Packed my bags last night pre-flight. 0 hour, 9 a.m. And I'm gonna be high as a kite by then. I miss the earth so much. I miss my wife. I miss Wissany. Bonjour, Wissany. How you doing? I just thought I'd take the spaceship out for a little joyride. I'm trying to live stream from Patreon. And I haven't live streamed from Patreon since 2020. I just realized. We've had a Patreon page for about 3 years, maybe 4 years. And set it up, got everything to where people could pledge, you know, $5, $10, $20 a month, whatever, gifts, all this. And for the first, I don't know, 3 or 4 months, we kept on getting new Patreons, and we'd send them books and that. And then I just kind of forgot about it. You know, started doing the live streams, and figured, you know, I don't know. So now I'm trying to see if I might start doing these live streams from Patreon. I don't even know if this is on my Patreon page or not. But hopefully somehow this will be fine. Hey, who cares? Nobody cares. Bonjour. And welcome back to the show. Welcome back to a little show I like to call BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO, a podcast about Ojibwe language and culture. I am not a boojhoo. Wait. Oh, I'm all by myself. Natasha is back on Earth. Michael Lyons is on Earth. Makwa the bear. Anamosh the dog. Benjamin the dog. I mean, everybody's back on Earth. But I'm out here in outer space. Oh, look out. The vacuum of outer space. Oh. There's the stars on a goog stars. And today, on our very special Patreon subscriber, okay, let's call it this. This is the BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO Patreon pledge drive. Today's Ojibwe word of the day is John Redcorn. Bonjour, John. What's going on? I can't. I hate asking for money, you guys. I really do. I wasn't raised that way. I was raised to steal money, not ask for it. Jim Dunn, Mino Giga Jabe. Good morning, Jim. Is it still morning or is it afternoon? Yeah, it's still morning. Let's see. Star date December 22nd. This is the second day of winter. Or was it yeah, I think it's the second day of winter. In the year of our Lord, 2022. Or 2020. I don't even know what year it is anymore. Wrecked 213. Hey, bonjour, Niji. Who else had a sacred fire last night? I had a sacred fire in my belly. I was burning inside. I was burning with hot desire. Oh, wow. We're really picking up speed here now. Thanks. I can put the brakes on this a little bit. Computer. Boop, boop, boop. Are there brakes on a spaceship? Boop, 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 boop. What? Boop, 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 boop. I don't speak boopity boop. Boop, boopity boop. Boop, boop. I don't understand the technology where I can talk to you, you understand me, but I can't understand you back. Boop, boop, boop. Maybe I'll just go home. Computer. Boop, boop, boop. Can you teleport me home and then, you know, autopilot yourself back? Boop, 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 boop. I assume you just said yeah. Boop, boop, boop. One to teleport back to the planet Earth. Boop, boop, boop. Oh, wow. Hey, here we are. We're back on Aki. But technically, you guys, we're not really back on. We're kind of in Mama Aki. But let's not get into that just yet. Before brr, it's freezing out here. Gitchi Gisana. It's very cold. I'm going to do this quick and then go inside. I'm just going to put out a little tobacco. Offer some tobacco. Gitchi Manado. Great spirit. Accept my tobacco. Otapanan niwi asema. Mikwach kaiji kakina keku kaiji chikean nungum. Thank you for everything that you do today. Apenge. Amen. Ningikaj. I'm cold. I gotta go inside. Boop, boop, boop. Beep, beep. Beep, beep. BOOZHOO! Hi, sweetie. Oh, hi, NANABOOZHOO. Where are you? I'm outside in the woods. I thought you took the spaceship for a drive. I did, but then I teleported back. Well, where's the spaceship? Oh, it's okay. I told the spaceship to come back on autopilot. Oh, okay. That'll work. You want me to teleport you in? Yeah, can ya? It's freezing out here. Okay, hang on. That's one to teleport. Make it so, number one. Nah. Oh, hi. Hi, baby. Ladies and gentlemen, the lovely and talented Natasha. Okay, hey, BOOZHOO, Gatkina Awia. Hello, everybody. And look, Michael Lyons. Hey, everybody, welcome to the show. The Rockstar Cartoonist. How you doing, buddy? Oh, I'm doing great. Oh, it's cold out there, huh? Yeah, it's like 10 below. 11 below. Oh, is that what it says? Yeah. Did you start up the pickup this morning? Yeah, I let it run for about half an hour. I can't believe it started. Yeah. Well, I warmed it up last night around 7 and let it run for about 15 minutes, and then this morning popped right off. I was going to drive to the grocery store, but then I was like, forget it. The roads are all snowy and that. It's nasty out there. Anyway, BOOZHOO Gatkina Awia. Hello, everybody. And today we have a very special, sweetie. We're live streaming, I think, at the same time on Patreon. Really? Did you figure it out? I think so. Now here's the deal, you guys. We only have 8 Patreon supporters. There's actually 8, and I assume they're members of the BOOZHOO crew, but to tell you the truth, I'm not so sure they even watch the show anymore. Really? Yeah. We've neglected our Patreon supporters for so long that we're down to 8 supporters, and one is Michael Lyons. Yeah. You know, no offense, but you don't really count. Yeah. Oh, excuse me, sweetie. Neo Geisha Good is the 4th day, Thursday. So I was thinking today, I'm going to call this the Patreon subscriber Oh, what was that they used to call Jerry's kids? Pledge week. Or no, it's a telethon. It's a telethon. But yeah, it's a pledgeathon or whatever. This show is being live streamed to Patreon. And I don't know. I'm trying to get into the mood of asking people for money. I know, don't you hate it? Neo-geese are good. 4th day. It's Thursday. That's the word in Ojibwe. And for the last 4 years, Natasha and I, and Michael Lyons to a lesser degree, hey, have made these little videos, live streams, teaching the language, writing and recording songs that can teach the language, and love songs about Michael Lyons breaking up with girls along the line. Yeah. And, making fun of celebrities and that. And so if you'd like to support the show, Daga we dukazo. We dukazo. Lots of times you'll hear me during the morning prayer say, Gitche manadu, we duka wishin. Wishin. That's when I'm wishing the Great Spirit will help me. We duka wishin. But if you just want to say help, you would say, Daga we dukazo. Please help. And with your Junia. Money. It's a gas. Grab that cash with both hands and make a stash. I'm into high fidelity, first class traveling section. I think I'll buy me football team. Junia. Money. And with your money, not only will you be supporting the BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO podcast, you will be buying our Miigwetchi Wendam. You're going to be buying our gratitude? Yes. I got gratitude for sale. All you've got to do is click the links in the description. I think if you're watching this on Patreon, don't worry. You're already supporting us, and we really appreciate it, even though we haven't said 2 words to you in over 2 years. But the YouTube community, we see them all the time. But Junia, money, is what you can use to buy our Miigwetchi Wendam, our gratitude. Click the links below. Or you could order books by Michael Lyons, the rockstar cartoonist. Huh, Michael? Yep. On Amazon.com. Ojibwe Words and Phrases is one of them. But you don't have any cartoons in here, do you? Yeah, there's coloring book pages too. Oh, that's right. But this is just what it says. Ojibwe Words and Phrases. It's not a dictionary. It's just quick, easy reference guide to things like the days of the week, the feeling words, months of the year, all the different Minnesota reservations in Ojibwe. Yeah. But okay, I'm gonna shut up about that. Are you embarrassed? A little bit. I mean, why are we doing all this? For the money, for the moolah. Yeah. Oh, we also accept super chats. All right. Okay. So, otherwise, today I'd like to talk about Michael Lyons. Really? Today is Ojibwe BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO is brought to you today by the letter R for rockstar and the letter C for cartoonist. Rockstar cartoonist. What? No, I don't know. Michael Lyons wrote a song. Okay, here's the background. This show kind of got its start in 2 different ways. Michael Lyons is a cartoonist, and he wrote and illustrated a collection of cartoons called OJIBWE. OJIBWE, that would teach an Ojibwe word of the day. And so, you'd have a little cartoon of, let's say, Anamosh, and there'd be a dog, and say, Anamosh, dog. Well, then people started calling in, or writing in, saying, yeah, that's cool. How do you pronounce that? How do you pronounce that Ojibwe word? So we turned on the camera, and then Natasha and I started teaching words, like coffee, makane mashkiki wabu, black medicine water. Yeah, like black medicine water. And, and then just kept going on and on until we were doing a live stream. But even before the live stream, Michael Lyons was going to classrooms, visiting classrooms with his books, teaching like how to count to 10 in Ojibwe and stuff like that. But he would always talk about his grandpa and his grandma, who both went to Flandreau Indian boarding school. Now, a lot of the elders around here know already everything about the boarding schools. The residential schools is what they call them in Canada. But in the lower 48, in the States, we call them boarding schools because kids would be boarded there. And Michael wrote a song about his grandfather running away from boarding schools, or from boarding school 4 times. And so I thought I'd start off the show. I'm not really starting off the show. But here's a song Michael wrote and Natasha sings on too. And it's about Michael's grandfather. And it's called Home. Miigwech. BOOZHOO. And welcome back to BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO, the podcast about Ojibwe language and culture. My name is Michael Lyons. This is Natasha.
BOOZHOO!
And this morning, I'd like to sing a song for you that I wrote about my grandfather's experience in boarding school. The song is called Home. Thank you for listening. Miigwech ga bizin dawi egg. You ready?
Yep, I'm ready. I was born in 1913 in the storm of 1913. But then at boarding school, I was nobody's fool. Down at Flandreau, I grew madder every day. That's why I had to run away, 'cause this is no way to live. And I wanna go our getaway. If we can make it to the tracks, we won't be coming back. We're gonna hop a train. I thought we got away, but then the car came and took us back to a leather strap. But I wanna go home. I wanna go home. I wanna go home. I wanna go. And I remember it still. I saw a whippoorwill out on my windowsill. How could I sit still? So I got right up and I walked right out. The teacher said to me, where do you think you're going? Boy, I said I'm going home. I wanna go home. I wanna go home. Niwi kiwi, niwi kiwi, niwi kiwi, niwi kiwi.
Thank you for listening. Miigwech ga bizen dawieg. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, Michael Lyons and Natasha. That's a beautiful song, Michael. Hey, thanks. So, this song, when Michael started singing it in schools and some of your bands, obviously covered it. Yeah. Michael started telling the story sort of publicly of why his family didn't speak Ojibwe and why a lot of us, like he'd go into classes and he'd be asked to start. He'd ask the kids, you ever wonder how come more of us don't speak Ojibwe? We're all running around talking about the good old days and days of the grandfathers, and they all spoke Ojibwe. What happened? Well, what happened was the boarding schools. And there's a whole thing you can unpack about the effect that the boarding schools had on us, on Native people, not just in our losing our language, but our culture, our memories, our history, our connection to our ancestors. And but in a weird kind of special way, I think, Michael. What's that? I sort of feel like this show, and me and Natasha in particular, are kind of the result of you starting to tell that story about your grandpa and boarding schools, and then the teaching of the language. I mean, let's face it, we wouldn't even have a show if it wasn't for the fact that people didn't know their language. You know what I'm saying? I know. It's really sad that we don't that, we lost our language. But if we did lost our language, you and I wouldn't even have a show. So what? I'm glad we lost our language. Yeah. Thanks, colonization. It gave Natasha and I a career. But so then the show kind of became about, okay, here's some words and phrases to learn about, and we'll tell stories about our families and our ancestors and stuff. But kind of picking up the pieces, picking up the things they left behind or what have you. But that's why we duka wishing. That's why I need your Widuko. Or how do you say that? Widukazo. The God Widukazo. Please help. Spent all your time waiting for that special someone to make an I need no distraction. Oh, beautiful release. Memories locked in your veins. Those aren't the lyrics. The lyrics aren't memories locked in your veins. I don't think so. Where do hey. I just know whenever what's her face did that show, she made millions of dollars. Or did that song made millions of dollars for dog shelters. Oh yeah, you mean Arms of the Angel? Yeah. In the arms of the angel, fly away from here. Yeah. That was always her pledge drive. Hey, look at all these pitiful dogs. Why don't you send us some of your Junia? Don't you care that these dogs are starving? Look how hungry this dog is. We haven't fed him in weeks. I'm Sarah McLaughlin, and it is still very cold. Gayabe. Gitchigisana. It is still very cold, sweetie. It is still very cold. It's 4 degrees Celsius in Mississauga. Oh, wow. I don't know what that means. I don't either. It's got a sun with sunglasses on it. I think it's warm. Where is Mississauga? Mississauga? Is that a Canadian thing? Is it in Mississippi? He's probably from Mississippi. Missis. Did you know Mississippi is an Ojibwe word? Ojibwe phrase? Yeah. You Southerners aren't so big. We came up with the word Mississippi. It means giant river. To be fair, in our language we call it the Misabi Zibi. Misabi Zibi. Misabi Zibi. The Great River. Or no, it would be the giant river. Misabe is a giant, and Zibi is a river. Misabi Zibi. But it's, I think 4 degrees, I think that's probably still cold. I think it's cold in the whole country. Yeah. John's letting everybody know it's 10 below here. Yeah. Yeah. Not leaving the crib today. You're not going to go out to the grocery store? I really don't want to. We're out of coffee. We still got decaf. I hate decaf. It's got Folgers crystals. What? Ugh. Yeah. You know what else I realized? What's that? I got to quit using gas station coffee as a example of bad coffee. Or like the other day I was saying, oh, I don't drink Folgers. What is this, a gas station? Yeah. But then I realized or remembered that you go to a gas station, they got those coffee machines now. And they got everything from cappuccino, Costa Rican breakfast blend. They got good coffees. When I'm thinking crappy, bad tasting Folgers, it's actually Tires Plus coffee, I should call it. Tires Plus? Yeah. Any Tires Plus you go to in a country, you drink their coffee they have for the customers there. They made it like 3 days earlier, and it's just been sitting in that same pot, getting hotter and hotter and thicker. Like, here's a bunch of newspapers. It's the last place you can find a free newspaper to read. is the waiting room of a Tires Plus. Go in the most depressing place in the world. They got 2 radios competing with each other in different stations. It's always a roar of noise from the mechanics. Yeah. And then there's the coffee, and it's terrible. But instant Folgers with flavor crystals, I don't know. Does the trick. Yeah. It'll satiate my addiction, but I don't like it. Yeah. Hey, Sequoia Hummingbird. Sequoia Hummingbird as I live and breathe. BOOZHOO, Mino Gigaje. We were just talking about, it's actually afternoon. Ishwa noon. What is noon? I can't remember. Ishwa Nijo. No, Nis. Good afternoon. Hey, sweetie, you got a call on line 2. Line 2? Oh, okay, hang on. Caller, welcome to the BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO podcast. You're on the air.
Me love Cookie.
Hey, Cookie Monster. Sweetie, it's Cookie Monster. Well, hi, Cookie Monster.
Hi, Natasha. Me love Cookie.
I know you do. What can I do for you, Cookie Monster?
Me want Cookie.
Yeah, we're well aware of you like cookies, whatever.
How you say cookie in Ojibwe?
Cookie is like a little bread. I guess we call it a bakwaji gunts. Bakwaji gunts. It's a cookie.
Bakwaji guns. Bakwaji guns.
Yep. It's weird. When he talks, my voice goes crazy. Yeah. So, how are things in the little tweaker shelter of despair you live in?
Me love Cookie.
I know you do. You're so bugged out on sugar that you're hardly coherent. Mm-hmm. Listen, Cookie Monster. Mr. Monster, if you prefer. I don't mean to be rude, but I got to get back to my show here. So I'm going to teach you one more phrase. This phrase is, I will see you again. Gigawaba min, minowa.
Gigawaba min, minowa. Gigawaba min, minowa. Gigawaba min, minowa.
Okay, I think somebody might need an intervention. You think it's time for an intervention? Yeah, I'd love to see a Cookie Monster intervention, like on the HBO show. Yeah. That would be the greatest intervention. The Cookie Monster intervention would be like, well, Bob's dead. He's not going to be there. Yeah, Bob died this year. Yeah. But maybe Marie, Kermit, the Count, Big Bird, a bunch of, all of his friends from Sesame Street get together. And Kermit's like, Cookie Monster, your eating cookies has affected me in the following ways. And they always give him the free, please accept this free gift of treatment. And at first they never want to go,
me Cookie, you not leave me any options.
They storm out, But that show is the same show every week. It was just different actors or different people with the same problems. Well, that's what it was. It was people addicted and their families having an intervention. Yeah. If I ever have if you ever think you want to do an intervention with me, yeah, just call it out what it really is, a gang up. You know, it's really when your family gangs up on you. Like, hey, you're a big drunk. Why don't you go off to treatment? You want me to smack you again? You need therapy. It was all the abuse when you were a kid. Now go to treatment. I always said if I was ever a dad, yeah, I'd want to tattoo that Bible verse. I don't know where it is, but it says, "Spare the rod, spoil the child." Yeah, I'd have that tattooed on the back of my hand. So it'd be the last thing he'd see right before. He would not. No, I would. I'm just kidding, you guys. I'm just making light of a very serious situation. Child abuse. Won't you please help Natasha and I do everything we can to put an end to this terrible disease? What was the disease that Jerry's kids always had? They had multiple sclerosis. Multiple sclerosis. With just the price of a cup of coffee a day. I keep doing that. You could send us your Junia and buy our Miigwetchi Wendam. We got Miigwetchi Wendam for sale. I got gratitude for sale. Yep. Oh, I'm choking. Excuse me. Whenever I do I don't want to break the fourth wall, but whenever Cookie Monster calls in, I get a lot of phlegm in my throat. Yeah. Junia, money. Miigwetchi Wendam, thank you. Thank you, ni Miigwetchi Wendam. I'm grateful. Especially to our Patreon supporters. If you sign up on Patreon today, or tomorrow, or in a week from now, whatever, you will receive for $10 a month Ojibwe words and phrases. How many times have we all gone through our daily lives going, oh yeah, what's the Ojibwe word for Thursday again? It means fourth day. Oh, I can't remember. There's got to be a better way, sweetie. There's got to be a better way. Now there is. Ojibwe words and phrases. For just the cost of a cup of coffee, for the cost of 10 cups of coffee a month, we'll send you Ojibwe words and phrases. For the cost of 9 cups of coffee a month, you can order it on Ojibwe on Amazon. Why would anybody sign up on Patreon? I don't know. It's kind of a ripoff, Michael. Well, maybe they just want to support the show. Nobody wants to support the show. All right. Ojibwe words and phrases. Or just sit there and get the show for free. You know, why not? You know. Oh, isn't this great? Something for nothing. The BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO podcast. This is just like casinos. What are you talking about? Everybody wants something for nothing. Hi, I'm here to play the slot machines at this casino. You know, friendly reservation casino. And then they lose their money and they're all mad. This place sucks. It's like, well, what do you think was going to happen? Guaranteed winning? What kind of business would that be if every time somebody comes in to play blackjack, they win? The casino would go out of business. Yeah, like within 10 minutes. What are we going to do with these people? I don't know. But today, if you could read my mind, love, what a tale my thoughts could tell. Just like an old-time movie. You know what we forgot to do? What's that? Play the intro song. We didn't play the intro song? Nope. I can't do anything right, sweetie. Don't be so hard on yourself. Sequoia says, snowed in on the island, 1 degree. Wow, it's already above zero up in what's that island called? Bear Island? No. It's called, where's Sequoia from? She's up on the Apostle Islands. The Apostle Islands. Maybe you could send your patrons a new mug. Oh, that's the other thing. We also, for $20 a month, patrons get a mug that has a picture of Natasha and me on it. If you're into that. I almost don't want to say it though, sweetie. What's that? Because maybe it was our fault, but you guys will notice I'm not drinking from the BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO mug because it lasted about a week before that handle broke off. Yeah, but I think we're too rough with it. I don't know. I've had this mug since the 70s, and it still works. We order one mug from that company, and it handle breaks off in 6 days. It's kind of a ripoff, you guys. Don't do it. Don't tell them that. Neo Geese are good. The 4th day. Daga we dukazo. Please help. Send us your Junia. Junia. It is the root of all evil. If you're not going to do it for us or for Sarah McLachlan, yeah, then do it for yourself. You don't want the root of all evil in your checking account, do you? Mm-mm. You give it to us. We will keep an eye on it. We'll spend it up. Junia. I always got to do that. That's so gross. Ooh, I'm rubbing my fingers together. That means Junia. Money. Miigwetchiwendam. And never forget what David Lee Roth said. What did David Lee Roth say? He said, money cannot buy happiness, but you can pull your yacht right up next to it. You know. Anyway. Sweetie, you want to get up there? Sure. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to turn the camera over to the lovely and talented Natasha. But first, welcome to BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO podcast. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Are you guys ready? I'm ready. Are you ready, sweetie? Oh yeah, whenever you are. Okay, let's get started. Hoka hey, BOOZHOO. Welcome to BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO. And here's our theme song. No, that's a terrible intro. That's what. Take two. All right, take two. Welcome to BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO, the podcast about Ojibwe language and culture. Welcome to BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO, the podcast about Ojibwe language and culture too. I'm happy to be here with you today. Speak Ojibwe. G-A-I-on Homanungun in English means I'm happy to be here today. That's all I wanted to say. welcome back to the show. Welcome back to BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO, the podcast about Ojibwe language and culture. All right. Hello, everybody. BOOZHOO and BOOZHOO Gakina Awiya. Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in to the show today. Welcome to BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO, the podcast about Ojibwe language and culture too. I'm happy to be here. That's a long verse with you today. To speak Ojibwe, Ikadon. Did I say speak? Ojibwe Moan? To say Ojibwe Moan is Ikadon. Ojibwe Moan, I don't know how to speak Ojibwe. Back in the days of the grandfathers. Somewhere over the rainbow. What would be a good winter story? Get you, Monadu. The Gawi Duka Wishin. Great Spirit, please help me. We Duka Wishin. Ando Minaway Noongum. Help me to speak well today. Brr. Gabe, get you kissana. It is still very cold. We gotta start labeling these Ojibwe phrases. Gabe, get you kissana. It is still very cold. Well, what you gonna do? That time of year, I guess. When Michael first started the show, I guess it was 4 years ago, he had to get an accountant. And we're gonna have to go see him again pretty soon. Well, no, we go to a new guy. But the original accountant was this weirdo. I hope he never watches the show because I'll be embarrassed. But he's one of these guys who just keeps asking questions more than you want to talk about a subject. So it's like, so what you know, what's this business all about? And Michael's like, well, it's a YouTube puppet show that teaches Ojibwe language and culture. And the guy was like, oh, I'm so interested in Native American history. I, blah, blah, blah. I've got this old artifact and, But he was like too into it. Non-Indian guy. But he couldn't get over, like, just imagine how hard those ancestors must have had it in Minnesota before electricity. How did they ever survive the winters? It must have been so hard. Oh, so, And it was like all this pity. He loved and pitied Native Americans. And I was like, would you shut up? Number one, it wasn't that bad. I think it's harder on some Indian people in modern times than it was in the old days. Yeah, they didn't have electricity. I don't know. They survived somehow. I mean, how did the Europeans survive? Who cares? But this guy was just, And it got to a point where I would just dread having to go in there and go, okay, here we go again. He's going to want to ask too many questions and then also just marvel at how pitiful Native Americans were and probably are. I guess that's the thing that finally made me quit being a liberal. I used to be a social justice warrior and all that. Gonna fight racism and everything. But the only thing I hate worse than a racist is like an ally. Somebody who thinks, oh, I'm friends to the Indian. Oh, they need my friendship. I will stand by you. You know, shut up. Go stand over there. Don't stand so. Don't stand so. Don't stand so close to me. You know, it's like some people, when they really want to help, it's like, why do you think I need your help? Because I ask, I guess. Here we go again. Nope. We dukazo. Please help. Please help. But don't do it if you're like an ally. Allies. Oh, I'm a comrade to the Native American. Shut up with that. You're asking me what I love grow. Get your money do. I was watching a near-death experience video this morning. They always just blow my mind away. This guy, it's the same story. Something happened, and he's in the hospital, and he flatlines, and he's clinically dead for 10 minutes. And he reports this amazing story of feeling his body, his spirit leave his body, float up away from it, be in a big old tunnel, floating towards a light. But there was a light behind him that was somehow illuminated the dark tunnel. And he was enveloped in God's love. You know, everybody who has a near-death experience and goes to heaven or whatever, they come back and they all say the same thing. And, by the way, nothing to be afraid of. It's awesome to die. You know, I didn't even want to come back, you know. It's pure bliss and love. And he comes back and they always tell him, you know, like the secrets of the reason for living. Apparently Jesus was there, his most beautiful face and all this stuff. And he was, go back to love your neighbor, love your enemy. Suffer joyfully. But it's all about like connecting and love. And ultimately, apparently, near-death experience people who meet the Great Spirit come back with a renewed appreciation. They don't take life so seriously. They kind of come back to say, you know, it's not, life isn't, this isn't a judgment. It's not a courtroom with a judge. Death isn't that. But life is like a classroom. We're here to learn something. Oh, and he reviewed his life. You know, he went back and he could see like how his love or lack of love or whatever affected other people. You could feel from the other people's side, you know, the impact he had on other people's lives. And it made you go, yeah, that's kind of what it's all about, isn't it? This big web of life. Everybody's little web intersecting with another one, and this one's 6 degrees of separation to Kevin Bacon. You know, but it's kind of true. Yeah, it's kind of a mystery. Get your money do, miigwech for this day, miigwech ga ishi gishakuk. Miigwech for this day. Miigwech for the thumbs up from Wissany. BOOZHOO, Wissany. Give us a thumbs up. Or a thumbs down, depending on what you think of this. Depending what you think of me not having a story to tell. Anyway, so near-death experience. Apparently that is... For me, near-death experiences like Bigfoot sightings, I generally tend to believe the people. You know, it's weird. Like, people call me a conspiracy theorist, and people are often go, oh, she's crazy because she thinks everyone's lying. It's like, yeah, I do when it comes to the government, advertising, the news. But when it comes to, like, Bigfoot sightings or near-death experience, quite frankly, even alien abductions, I generally believe them. I don't really think that they're making up those stories. No, I'm not saying that's hard, fast evidence, but why would they lie? You know, NASA has a reason to lie about going to the moon. Seeing Bigfoot when you're out in the woods, you know, nobody goes, oh, that'll make me look cool. I'll get all the girls if they only think I'm one of those guys who saw Bigfoot. You know? But what are you going to do? Nothing. Nada. Gawing gagoo. No thing. But anyway. Miigwech gitchi manadu. Thank you, Great Spirit. Odapana niwi asema. Except my tobacco. Apenge. Amen. This guy met Jesus, and Jesus told him to pray more often. Well, he didn't. You know, when I say he met Jesus, he said, I wanted to see Jesus. I mean, the bright light appeared in a beautiful face. It was like a spiritual thing. He goes, pray more often. And what it really did, actually, was made me kind of want to pray more often. I was like, yeah, you know what? It's probably worth it. Just pray throughout the day. Pray. Well, I suppose I should go back. Know what the old man worrying about me. It's kind of wondering where I am. Boop, boop, boop. Beep, beep.
Bonjour.
Hi, sweetie.
You ready to come home?
Yeah, I think I'm ready.
All right. Hang on. I'm going to scan for your coordinates.
Okay.
And locking in.
All right.
1 to teleport.
Make it so, number 1.
Woo! Is it cold out there?
Yeah. Get Ningikaj. I'm freezing. What's the computer say it is?
Computer says it's minus 2.20%.
What?
Well, that's the Dow Jones.
I don't even understand what that is.
Yeah, I don't know. It's probably 10 below or something.
Yeah. Get Chickasanai. It's really cold. Brr. But, so, there you have it. Is there anybody out there? Well, you know, I guess it's good that we, after the show, let's check with Patreon and see if our Patreon supporters could see the live stream.
Yeah.
If that worked, then I think from now on we should just do all the shows through Patreon to YouTube.
Yeah, because then YouTube crew can still see it.
Yeah.
But I'll make it easier for people to sign up on Patreon.
Yeah. Huh, Michael.
That's right.
Okay. Well, kids, what did we learn today? Today is Neo Geisha Good, the 4th day, or Thursday. We heard a song by Michael Lyons called
called home. Please help. Oh, wait, you know what? That was even an Ojibwe word, wasn't it? Yeah, giwe means to go home. At the end of that song, you probably heard Michael go, Niwi giwe, Niwi gi, I wanna go home. Giwe, go home. And then his or her home, like their house or whatever, not their house, but where they live. Endud, 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 sweetie.
Yep.
Endud is a home, but to go home is giwe. Giwe. And if you'd like to support the show, send us your Judy. Now you got me doing it.
Rubbing the fingers.
Yeah. Send us your Judy. Woo. This is also what you do to roll a booger.
Oh, that's so gross.
I know, huh? I remember when I was a little girl and I played basketball. The coach said, today we're going to learn the pick and roll. And I said to my buddy, I go, I already know how to pick and roll. You know? You pick and then you got to roll it before you flick it. Judia, money. And Miigwetchi Windam, I am grateful. Does Miigwetchi Windam mean grateful, actually?
It might be. I don't know.
Yeah, me either. But you can buy my gratitude with some money. Otherwise, links are in the description. Michael's books are for sale at Amazon. Hey, one of these days we should do a show on Onyx blood.
Want to do that tomorrow?
Yeah, we could.
All right.
Tune in tomorrow for a very special BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO podcast. We're going to talk about Michael's book, Onyx Blood. It's the story of a girl who's a Wisakode Winini. She's a person of mixed ancestry. She's a mixed blood. And otherwise, want to add anything?
No, that's good.
But you good looking.
No, I'm good.
All right, then. I'm landing the plane. Hey, everybody. Chi Miigwech. Thank you so much for listening. Miigwech gabis and dawi egg. Dash miigwech ganawabi egg. And thank you for watching BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO, the podcast about Ojibwe language and culture. My name is Natasha. This is Michael Lyons.
Okay.
This is NANABOOZHOO.
Hey, everybody.
You guys did that backwards.
Yeah, I know.
This is NANABOOZHOO.
Okay.
This is Michael Lyons.
Thanks, everyone.
I will see you again. Giga wababin. Minawa. Hawa. I don't know.